In this video, we're going to go over a molecular machine known as pyruvate dehydrogenase complex, or PDC for short. First, let's start with humans. And these humans, like all humans, including yourself, are made up of cells. And we can think of these cells as cities to better understand how they work, and that's what we're going to do today. In every city, there needs to be its waste management, the garbage man, its leaders, the mayor, and its mail service. And we can think of our cells as having similar roles, where the waste management is the lysosomes, its leader is the nucleus, and its mail service is the Golgi apparatus. However, in both a city and a cell, we need to make sure that there is enough power for everybody to use, or else no one can get their job done. We know that cities have their own power plants, like Austin for example, but how about cells? What are their power plants? Well, the mitochondria is an example of a cell's power plant. It's also more commonly known as the powerhouse of the cell. Now recall that power plants need materials and machines made out of various metals to produce energy. Well, the mitochondria works in the same way, except that the materials are sugars found in the foods we eat, and the machines are made out of proteins. Before we jump into how the mitochondria's power plant works, let's review how a hydroelectric power plant works. The material that goes into a hydroelectric dam is water. This water first goes into the pipes, which lead to the turbine, and the turbine begins spinning because of the water. And through this process, energy is generated and becomes accessible for the rest of the city. And finally, we can think about the third part as being a repair mechanism that repairs the turbine after every time it produces energy. So now we're ready to talk about PDC and its role in the powerhouse of the cell. Broken down sugars are the materials that PDC uses, and just like the hydroelectric dam example, the first part of PDC grabs those sugars, transfers them to the spinning arm, which performs a chemical reaction and sends the energetic product on its way through the mitochondria. Finally, we have the third part. This part simply fixes the spinning arm so that way it can continue doing its job. So in conclusion, we have a cellular machine named PDC that's made up of 3 parts and multiple proteins that intake broken sugar, convert the sugar into energy, and then repair itself. And now you know how PDC works and functions, and thanks for watching.